Did you know that cats descended from desert animals and can get up to 70% of their needed moisture from food? But that doesn't mean they don't need fresh water. Today we'll figure out why some cats refuse to drink, how to identify dehydration in your pet, and what simple but effective methods can turn your picky eater into a real water lover. Before we dive into the world of feline drinking etiquette, write in the comments how often you see your furry friend drinking water. Perhaps you've never caught them in the act. Your observations will help us understand the scale of the problem, and together we can find a solution specifically for your pet. Adequate water consumption is critically important for a cat's health. It affects kidney function, digestion, coat condition, and overall well-being. Lack of fluids can lead to serious health problems, which we'll discuss a bit later. But first, let's figure out how much water a cat should drink. A healthy cat should drink approximately 40 to 60 milliliters of water per kilogram of weight daily. So if your pet weighs 4 kilograms, it needs about 200 milliliters of water every day. But keep in mind that cats get some of this moisture from food, especially if they eat wet food or natural food. How can you tell if your cat isn't drinking enough? There are several warning signs. The first and most obvious is dryness of the gums and oral cavity. A healthy cat's mucous membranes should be moist and pink. If you notice they're pale or sticky to the touch, that's cause for concern. The second sign is coat condition. With dehydration, fur loses its shine, becomes dull and brittle. The skin may look dry, and if you gently pull back a fold at the scruff, it will slowly return to its original position instead of immediately smoothing out. The third sign is a change in urination behavior. If your cat has started going to the bathroom less frequently and the urine has become dark in color with a strong smell, this is a clear signal of dehydration. By the way, did you know that cats are naturally prone to kidney problems? That's exactly why sufficient water consumption is so important for them. The fourth sign is apathy and lethargy. A dehydrated cat becomes less active, sleeps a lot, and reluctantly plays. Of course, cats normally sleep 15 to 16 hours a day. But if your usually playful pet suddenly resembles a couch cushion, that's cause for alarm. Now let's figure out why some cats refuse to drink enough water. The first and most common reason is an unsuitable bowl. Yes, don't be surprised. Cats are incredibly selective creatures, and the shape, material, or even location of the bowl can cause them to refuse water. Many cats don't like drinking from deep bowls because they find it unpleasant when their whiskers touch the edges. This phenomenon is called whisker fatigue or whisker stress. Cat whiskers aren't just decoration but a complex sensory organ, and when they constantly come into contact with something, it can cause discomfort. The bowl material also matters. Some cats refuse to drink from plastic containers due to the smell or aftertaste that plastic can release. Ceramic or glass bowls are usually more preferable, and some pets even prefer metal ones. Bowl placement is another important factor. In nature, cats try not to drink water near where they eat or relieve themselves. This is an instinct aimed at avoiding contaminated water, so try placing the water bowl in a different location, away from the litter box and food bowl. The second reason is water quality. Cats have much more sensitive taste receptors than humans and can detect the slightest impurities in water. Chlorinated tap water may repel some finicky pets. Try offering your cat filtered or bottled water. Many owners note that their pets start drinking much more willingly. The third reason is water temperature. Most cats prefer cool but not icy water. Room temperature or slightly below is ideal. Some pets may refuse to drink water that's too cold, especially if they have sensitive teeth. The fourth reason is water freshness. Cats instinctively avoid stagnant water, which in nature can be a source of bacteria and diseases. Change the water at least once or twice a day, even if the cat hasn't touched it. Now for the most interesting part, practical solutions that will help your pet drink more. The first and most effective is getting a drinking fountain. Many cats prefer flowing water to standing water. In nature, flowing water is usually cleaner and safer, so this preference has become fixed at the genetic level. Modern drinking fountains for cats come in different shapes and sizes. Some models have filters that clean the water and make it more attractive to finicky pets. Plus, the constant movement of water saturates it with oxygen and prevents stagnation. The second solution is experimenting with dishes. Try offering your cat water in different containers: a wide and shallow bowl, a glass cup, a ceramic mug. Some cats prefer to drink from unusual containers, for example, from your own glasses or even from the bathroom faucet. Observe your pet and adapt to their preferences. The third solution is adding flavor attractants. Some cats drink water more willingly if a small amount of tuna juice or broth without salt and spices is added. This can be especially useful for cats that have recently suffered an illness or surgery and need additional hydration. The fourth solution is a playful approach. Try turning drinking water into a game. Some cats love catching drops falling from a slightly open faucet or playing with ice cubes floating in a bowl. Just don't overdo it with the cold. As we've already mentioned, water that's too icy can scare away your pet. The fifth solution is switching to wet food. If your cat eats predominantly dry food, try including more wet canned food or pouches in their diet. They contain up to 70 to 80% moisture, which significantly increases overall fluid intake. The sixth solution is creating multiple drinking stations. Place water bowls in different parts of the house. This is especially important if you have a large apartment or house, or if there are several cats in the family. Your pet shouldn't have to travel long distances to quench their thirst. The seventh solution is regular monitoring. Note how much water your cat drinks. To do this, you can pour a certain amount of water and check how much is left at the end of the day. This will help you notice any changes in drinking patterns that may signal health problems. Speaking of health, insufficient water consumption can lead to serious diseases. The most common is urolithiasis. With a lack of fluid, urine becomes more concentrated, which contributes to the formation of crystals and stones in the urinary tract. This is a very painful condition that can lead to urethral blockage, especially in male cats. Another common problem is chronic kidney disease. Cats are naturally prone to kidney failure, especially in old age, and lack of water only exacerbates the situation. The kidneys cannot function normally without sufficient fluid, which leads to the accumulation of toxins in the body. Constipation is another unpleasant consequence of dehydration. Without enough water, the digestive system cannot function normally, leading to hardening of stool and discomfort during defecation. Now you know why it's so important to make sure your cat gets enough fluid and what simple measures can help increase water consumption. Remember that each cat is unique, and what works for one pet may not suit another. Experiment, observe, and adapt to your furry friend's preferences. In conclusion, I want to emphasize that caring for proper hydration is a manifestation of love and responsibility toward your pet. Small changes in organizing the drinking area can significantly improve the cat's quality of life and prevent serious health problems in the future. Now I want to ask you, what method of increasing water consumption worked for your cat? Perhaps you found a unique approach that you'd like to share with other owners. Tell us about it in the comments. If the video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This will help us create more useful content about cats. Click the bell so you don't miss new episodes, and share this video with friends who have cats. This information might help their pets too. In upcoming episodes, we'll continue to explore important aspects of feline health and behavior. We have something special prepared that will make you see your pet in a completely different way. Stay with us, and remember, a happy cat is a healthy cat.